Okay, let's just dive right in. We have all been there, right? You know that feeling of just being completely surrounded by chaos. It could be that mountain of paperwork on your desk, or maybe it's your digital desktop, so cluttered you can't even see the cool background you picked out. It is a totally universal challenge. But what if there was a simple, kind of elegant system to just cut through all of that noise? Seriously, just take a second and think about it. Is your desk a minefield of old coffee cups and mail you haven't looked at? Is your email inbox just this terrifying, endless scroll of unread messages? Or, hey, maybe it's your kitchen counter and you literally can't find enough space to actually cook a meal. That feeling of being overwhelmed, well, that's not just you. It's a huge sign that your system, or maybe your lack of a system, just isn't working.
Well, here's the good news. Today, we're looking at the solution. It's this really powerful framework for creating order out of all that chaos, and it's called the 5S model. Now, don't let the name intimidate you. This is honestly one of the most straightforward and effective methods out there for taking back control of your environment. So what is this thing exactly? Well, at its core, 5S is a 5-step method. The first S is for sort, basically getting rid of everything you don't need. The second is set in order, arranging what's left so it's easy to find and use. Third, you've got shine, which is all about cleaning the workspace. Fourth is standardize. You create rules to keep that order. And finally, sustain, building the discipline to actually stick with it. See? It's a whole cycle for creating efficiency that actually lasts.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. That might sound like a lot to tackle all at once. And you'd be right. But the source material we're looking at is incredibly clear about this. Even though there are 5 parts to the whole system, everything, and I mean everything, hinges on one powerful first step that makes all the others possible. And that is the act of sorting. And this gets right to the heart of it. The first practical thing you do is always sort. That's not just a suggestion. It's the fundamental starting block. Because think about it. Before you can organize anything, you have to decide what even belongs there in the first place. So, you know what? Let's make this a little hands-on session right here, right now. How do you actually put sort into practice? Because it is not about just shuffling things around. No. It's a very deliberate process of looking at things and making a decision. So here's the crucial part. It's a simple binary choice. For every single item in the space you're tackling, you have to ask one question: keep or remove. You keep the stuff that's necessary, that you use frequently, that genuinely adds value. And you get rid of anything that's unnecessary, broken, or a duplicate. It really is that simple. And here's the golden rule. There is no maybe pile. We can break this whole thing down into 4 super clear actions. First, select one, and I mean just one area to focus on. Could be your desk drawer, a single folder on your computer, whatever. Second, evaluate. You have to physically or digitally touch every single item in that area. Third, decide. Use that keep versus remove rule. And finally, act immediately. Put the item where it needs to go, in the keep pile, in the trash, or in a box to relocate. No hesitation, just get it done. Now, what's really interesting here is that the 5S model doesn't just exist in a vacuum. It's actually part of a much bigger family of efficiency concepts. So let's zoom out a little and see how this one idea builds into a whole mindset of smart design and workflow.
Yeah, so the source we're looking at specifically brings up 2 other powerful ideas that go hand in hand with 5S, Poka-Yoke and SMAD. Now I know they might sound a bit technical, but trust me, they're built on the very same common sense principles of making things easier, faster, and, well, error-free.
All right, let's start with Poka-Yoke. It's a Japanese term, and it basically means mistake-proofing. The best example I can think of is a USB-C cable. You can't plug it in the wrong way, right? The design itself prevents you from making a mistake. And that's Poka-Yoke in a nutshell. Designing a process or an object so that it's impossible, or at least really hard to mess it up. And then you've got SMAD. This one is all about speed and preparation. Think about a chef who preps all of their ingredients, the chopping, the measuring, before they ever even turn on the stove. That is the absolute essence of SMAD. It's all about streamlining that changeover between tasks so that you can switch from doing one thing to the next almost instantly. Okay, so mistake-proofing, rapid task switching, perfectly organized spaces, these are all incredible goals. But let's be real, it can feel like a lot. So let's bring it all back home.
back to the most important message from our source material today, where you can and where you absolutely should begin this whole journey. It all starts with one decision, one action, one simple step. The entire philosophy of efficiency we've just talked about, it's all built on the foundation you create with that very first exercise, sort. So don't worry about the other 4 S's just yet, or about mistake-proofing your entire life. Just focus on step 1. So I'm gonna leave you with this question. Forget about overhauling your entire life tomorrow. What is the one drawer, the one folder, the one small, totally manageable thing that you can apply that first powerful step of sort to today? Because that, right there, is where it all begins.